What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Heavyweights Podcast, Season 3, Episode 4. I'm EJ,
I'm picking.
and today we have a very special guest coming out of Wesco East and representing the UTRGV Vaqueros, Gael Romo.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, appreciate having you on board, man. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
So we'll kick it right off. We kind of said it there in the intro, coming from Wesco East. So how does it feel coming from Wesco East and now representing UTRGV on the track?
Yeah, so love Wesco East. I'm a diehard, but I love going back and, seeing the coaches, seeing the people who made me the athlete I am. And it's a great coaching staff over there. But just being able to represent from Wesco, I know not too many people go or run at this level or compete in any sports at this level. Just being from Wesco, it's pretty cool to see. And it's growing now, so I'm pretty sure more athletes will come out of there.
Yeah, definitely. Let's kind of, start from there. When did track really first become your thing? Because, like you said, not many people really kind of go on to the next level with it. So, how did you get started with track since you were small, or how did that work?
Oh, it was an accident, to be honest with you. It was really an accident. I didn't start I did track maybe in middle school, but I wasn't anything serious. It was more so all of my friends were doing it, so I just joined them. I'd say my first year actually doing track was junior year of high school. I played basketball my whole life from 4 or 5 years old all the way up to junior year of high school, and then decided to go to track, try it out.
What made you go to track? Like someone encouraged you, or you just said, "Hey, let me just try this. It's something new."
Yeah, so I knew I was always fast, but I didn't think I was any track fast at all. I was always at the top of the press in basketball. I was always, for baseball, I was always, running for other people on bases. So I know I had some type of speed, but definitely not track. Yeah, I ended up quitting basketball. I had some pretty decent 40-yard times. So I just, decided to show out one time. Coach Owens was my coach in high school. He was actually my health teacher at the time. So he actually encouraged me to go out. Yeah, my teacher basically made me who I am today.
Got you going. Awesome. So, were you always a sprinter, or did you try other events at first since it was new for you?
Yeah, I believe in middle school I did like the 800 and the mile. I was long distance. I was a miler and a 800, and then I did a little bit of long jump as well. And then high school, when I started in junior year, I was just a relay leg. I was just a relay leg, and I was running so bad, so horribly, but the time was there, the marks were there, so they trusted me. So yeah, I was always just a sprinter. I never really did anything else in high school.
At what point, like you actually touched on it a little bit earlier, but at what point did you realize you had that real speed for you there?
Yeah, so all of my friends for most of the track team was football players. So I was like, okay, I'll do it for the fun of it. And I was beating a lot of the times. I was like, oh wow, but I was just getting faster times than them, and it felt like I wasn't even running really hard. I just felt like I was running like suicides, like from basketball. That's how I was trained. So yeah, and then I saw the times getting faster. I was like, oh wow, it's crazy.
Was there a race in high school where everything really clicked for you?
Yeah, definitely. I remember this. Oh my god, like it was yesterday. It was Jimmy Platt Invitational at the Westigo Stadium. I think the fastest I had run before that was like a 12:2 in 100, and then that race I ran 11:17. I remember, and I think my seed time was 12:2. But I know I was projected to finish like 9th or 10th in the whole meet. I ended up winning the whole meet. That was my first ever win and gold medal in track. And to be honest, it was because, it was my first time my ex had gone to the stadium, or at the time girlfriend, so I wanted to impress her, and it worked. So
Had a show for the girlfriend at the time, huh?
we're
Awesome. And how was the track culture like at Wesco East?
amazing. Very different. It's a very different culture than I know a lot of programs have. But John has a really great culture and really different philosophy. He's really speed oriented. He follows this program called Feed the Cats. I'm not sure if you guys know about that, but it's a program from Tony Holler. Basically, you just run full speed. You don't kill your body too much. No weight room involved. So it's really all just speed and mechanics. And that's something that's worked for me.
Yeah, I think when we tried that, we're going down quick.
You guys could do it. If you guys, everyone has speed in them. I promise you. Everyone has speed in them.
Hey, Elvis over here has some quick feet, so maybe Elvis, but maybe back in the day.
Long time ago.
That's how it is.
How was your recruiting process like? I know you said you started a little bit later, your junior year, really, right? So how did UTRGV come into the picture?
Honestly, I never thought I was gonna run at the next level, let alone D1. I had this guy, he was Coach JP. I think he's a coach now for MLB team. He helps with performance and, recovery. But he was actually someone who told me like, "Hey, like, have you emailed any coaches?" I was like, and he got me a lot of offers. He got a lot of deals done. He just sent me he's like, "Hey, this school offered you, this school wants you." I was like, "Oh, okay." But like, I was like, I wasn't really interested. I kind of just wanted to focus on the track season that was at hand. UTRG was one of the first ones that hit me back and got me on visit. We were the first one.
Nice. And what made you choose to stay in the Valley and represent UTRGV?
Oh, to be honest, it was a visit. Kind of, I kind of was a little iffy about staying at home. I kind of wanted to experience, going out of college, out of town. And then, I came on visit. I was like, it's kind of the same here. You have the resources here, Coach Hicks, Coach Antoine Hicks. We got two new coaches that all have, Olympic experience, All American experience, and decorated resumes to their name. So there's other schools across the country, big name schools that don't have that. And just being home, I have an apartment here in Edinburgh, but being able to go to Wesco whenever I want, see my parents, enjoy some home cooked meals is always a huge advantage, I believe. And being able to have people be able to see me, not travel too far.
Yeah, always a big plus. What was your first college meet like compared to high school?
Yeah, it was cold. I remember it was my first ever indoor meet. I was new to the indoor. I'm still pretty new to track, to be honest with you. So, just going to my first indoor meet, I was like, this track does not feel like a track. It feels like a different type of surface. And I saw the curved bank on the 200. I was like, I was not used to any of that because we don't have
You're
any
like, "This
indoor.
is new?"
Yeah, it was a huge adjustment. And then being on the bus for around 16, I think it was 16 or 17 hours. I was like, wow, this is not going from Wesco to Ed Couch anymore. This is pretty far drive.
Yeah. It's not down the road anymore.
Yeah, so now you gotta really factor in, okay, I gotta shake out now, or, we stop at the gas station or, those pit stops, I gotta really get out and stretch or something. So that was a big difference for it, really. And then also having the hotel, my hotel buddy was all about track. High school, we were kind of just all high school kids messing around, but now I was like, okay, like it's really serious now.
Yeah, big time. So, what part of your race do you take the most pride in? The start, the acceleration, or the finish?
Answer actually changed. It used to be my top end. That if you ask anyone, everyone would say that's my strongest part of my race. But now I really take a lot of pride in my start. I run the 100, 200, so the start is everything. If you don't have a start, by the time you come up, the race is over. So you have to have a really good start, and that's something I really take a lot of pride in. Reacting to the gun and making sure my feet come down first out of everyone on the at our
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, from Wesco East to the collegiate level, that's huge, man. So we're gonna pass it on to Elvis for the Valley vibes.
You're a Valley kid, so hits different. You're not just running for a school, you're running for your home. What does that make you feel like?
Well, it's everything. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I came from nothing." I mean, I had a pretty decent upbringing, but I know people around me didn't. I know people in my high school, especially in my hometown, especially, I mean, really the whole Rio Grande Valley are starting to come out now. It's growing every single year now, so it's amazing to see. But like I said, just being able to set the example, and I had some people, I follow too, like Jose Garcia. He was an inspiration to me. Ray Ramirez, right? These are some track legends for you guys, high school legends, and I try to take their footsteps, and now hopefully other people are taking mine. So this every practice, every meet, it's on the back of my mind.
How special it is to have your friends and family supporting you.
I mean, it's everything. I mean, that's to be honest, that's what I do it for. If I didn't have them, I don't know what I would be doing track for. Just being able to see my mom's a loud one, understand. I know they say quiet at the start. My mom was the opposite. You know, my mom's yelling. While everyone's quiet. I kind of chuckle a little bit on the blocks, but it is what it is. It's amazing. I wouldn't trade that for anyone else. Especially seeing my mom and dad. My mom and dad travel to these out of town meets too, and they're from Wesco, so I know the sacrifices they make. I know my dad has to probably call off work, or my mom has to, maybe travel far when she doesn't really want to travel far in the car. So I always, thank them, and hopefully, I know they're proud of me and seeing the things I'm bringing to the table.
Do you feel extra motivation knowing you have Valley kids rooting for you?
Definitely pass it on to the next generation is something I'd like to do and bring out the best of it in others. I actually have some people, some clients I actually coach virtually, and I've seen them, be happy about the results that they're getting. It makes me happy, and it makes me want to get faster and get better at my own craft. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of motivation because I want people to look at me and say, "Oh, he's really good. I should trust and follow what he has to say."
What's the biggest difference between high school track and college track?
Man, that's Huge difference. Very, very huge difference. I would say it's even night and day. To be honest, when I first got here on campus as a freshman, I was like, we got practice in September. Like I didn't in high school, we started practice in January, and our first meet was in February. Like that's what I like. Our first year is in mid January. We started in September. I was like, how? And I was like, okay, like this is different. And we're running in high school. I was so used to running full speed every single day. Like that's all our coach would preach. And then here in college, we have days where we only go 80% or 70%, or there's some days we don't even run at all. We're doing plyometrics, or we're doing, different types of abs, or, we're in the sand or on the mat. Like it was so different. And then the weight room too, the intensity in the weight room is really high here. So it's very night and day. And, you know, when it comes to meets or competitions, I'm seeing 35-year-olds, I'm seeing 27-year-olds, I'm seeing pros next year. But it's cool. It's cool. It brings out the best in you. It brings out the best in you.
What's your favorite thing that about staying local and competing for UTRGV?
I mean, definitely, going, like I said, going home, because I'm probably gonna go home after this and go get some homemade food. My mom always likes chefing it up, and having, I love tacos. I love my bistec tacos. I love my puré de papa. I love my papa asada. I love all of that. And I also go to Mexico like a lot. I go to Progreso. I go to Reynosa a lot. So just being able to capitalize on that food and that culture, that's really what kind of gets me going. Having that, that grit. I feel like that's a Mexican thing. Having that grit and having that, never give up mentality. And I feel like staying local allows me to keep tapping into that type of environment.
What's your go-to spot after a meet, like a favorite food place?
Whataburger, sweet and spicy, no onion. That's every time.
I already had the order ready and everything. That's the spot.
Every single time, because I don't. I go on a diet on a weekday, on a meat week. My bad, on meat week.
Also, let me see. What do you do when you're not running track, like a relaxed day or
Oh, I love watching sports: football, baseball, volleyball, college basketball, college women's basketball. And I love tennis too. Like I love watching all the different sports. I'm not really, obviously, besides school. And after I finish all my priorities, I like to play video games. I'm always watching sports, keeping up with every single sport you can think of. I think it's kind of like a weird thing, but my TV is always on ESPN watching something.
how much training do you do during a meet week?
Meet week. So today, this is actually meet week right now. We have a meet this Saturday. So for example, we like to taper into it. So basically what that means is we like to load our bodies really for the first 3 weeks and then come back down this last week. And we have a lot more strength, a lot more energy now. And we're a lot more stronger and faster. Going into the meet week, we're very fresh. Now we're just strategy, or now we're just mechanics wise. We're not fixing anything. We're not conditioning. We're not killing ourselves anymore. It's more so just getting ready for the competition. Our bodies are 100%. That's what we do.
When you go to a meet outside the valley, if another athlete from another school asks you what it's like down in the 956, what would you answer?
I would say super hot, super humid. We got some palm trees up with South Padre, but man, you got to really be a dog too, especially if you're track or outdoor sports. You got to really be a dog and to be able to compete, especially for us, because I know we practice at 1:30, so the sun is out.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
hot.
beaming out there.
I got a little tan right now too, but yeah, you got to be ready to go. You got to be hydrated. You got to drink a lot of water. Mostly, yeah. Besides that, I mean, the main thing is definitely the family type of feel that the vibe you get here. I mean, from strangers at Walmart or HEB, like everyone has that family type of mentality. Everyone looks out for each other. We all support each other. And
Yeah, and I think that's something. I mean, and that's because you're from the valley. But even athletes that are not from the valley, they always say the same thing, right? Family oriented or just helping each other out. And I think that that's a valley thing where it just everyone comes together at the end of the day. So
yeah,
that's awesome to hear.
I think that's obviously that's the RGV. But mostly, I think it stems from, for athletics wise, the administration. Administration is very huge on that. I mean, Chase, Molly, they're really good. They're really supportive. They know us by our first and last names. They know our majors. They know what year we're in. They know how we're doing. Like it's crazy how they have that much memory, because I know they're super busy. I think it trickles down from them, for them setting the example, and it's following up. It's trickling down to the athletes, and that's amazing. That's amazing.
All right, guys. So now we're gonna go to our favorite part. It's called "Get to Know a Vaquero." It's really just a little fun part that we like to do, just to kind of get to know you guys a little bit more. So these are just quick fire questions, whatever comes to your mind. So what you'll say?
That's a rapid answer too, right?
Yeah.
Rapid. Okay, gotcha.
All right. So favorite hype song before a race?
That's Facts by Little Baby.
Favorite track athlete of all time?
Usain Bolt.
All right. 100 or 200? Which one are you more into the most?
100.
Indoor or outdoor season?
Outdoor.
Best time you've run so far?
10:37.
All right. What's your strongest part of the race?
My top end, my finishing speed.
Hardest competitor you've ever faced?
Best competitor ever faced. Track wise,
Track wise, yeah.
Corn burns in practice.
Okay. Relay or individual? What's more fun?
Relay.
What's going through your mind in the starting blocks?
Just get out.
Who's the fastest on the team?
Corn burns.
Who talks the most trash before races?
Me, for sure. Definitely.
Well, we already know it, but if you want to say it again, your favorite post-meet meal?
Whataburger, sweet and spicy, no mustard.
If you weren't running track, what sport would you what sport would you be playing?
Basketball, point guard, shooting the lights out.
What's something people don't know about you?
I know how to play guitar, I know how to sing, I know how to play piano. I know how to make music and create music as well.
Awesome. If your season had a movie title, what would it be?
This season, come back.
And then one last one. Being a vaquero means?
Representing with a smile and outworking everyone else.
Awesome. I like it. So I'm gonna say that was definitely a speed run. I think that's the fastest we ever had it. I'm not even joking or lying just because you run track. That had to be one of the fastest ones we
Yes.
ever gone through.
Speed was.
All right, man. So I'm gonna pass it on over back to Elvis for the final drive.
To do
Yeah,
it.
the final drive. What's your biggest goal this season?
They got two regionals for the 100-meter dash and the 4x1 100-meter relay.
Awesome, awesome. What motivates you to keep improving your times?
I mean, the sport's getting faster. I got to get faster too. I understand 10:37 is not fast anymore. I mean, it's nice. I'll pat myself on the back sometimes for it, but it's not acceptable anymore. You got to keep going faster, especially the goals I want to reach. If you want to score at conference, you want to medal at conference, and you got to run faster than that.
Okay, what speed do you have to get to, like time wise, to be medal in conference and stuff like that?
Yeah, believe that. I mean, we have a statistic our coaches share with us, and basically have a certain amount of time. So basically, average, I mean, 10:30. For annual NCAA regionals, is 10:28, 10:27. The 4x1 is a 39:7 as well. And last year we were
Okay,
at 39, and then I was at 10:4, 10:40. So I'm like right there. But this year has to be the one.
okay. What's one lesson in track has taught you about life?
You gotta keep going. You know, there's always the next rep. The whistle's gonna blow. Coach is gonna blow that whistle regardless. So you gotta get up and keep going no matter what.
What message do you want to give to the young athletes across the valley if they want to run track at UTRGV?
Believe in yourself. The odds are stacked against us, but I'm not the only one from the valley who's made it out. Other people have made it out in every sport. So just really trust and work hard. The valley is catching up, and valley is starting to catch up to a lot of different places, not just UTRGV, but high schools are starting to reach deep playoff runs for softball, basketball, baseball. We're starting to get some really nice. I know Wesco High won the state champs pretty recently, so we're coming. We have proof of that now. So keep working hard and really ask for help too. Don't have such an ego. Don't try to think you're too good or you know it all because you don't. I'm still learning. There's still a lot more for me to learn. So just have an open mind, be coachable, and work extremely hard, and be happy that you're from the valley because it's a special place to be in.
Awesome. Last question. What should Vaquero Nation expect from you this season?
Success for every aspect, in the classroom, on the track, in the community. You just got to be successful, be proud to be a vaquero. I'm going to run really fast. I'm on track to run some really fast times this year. And not just me, but the whole team. The whole track team is running. The girls just won conference for indoor. So the guys are coming. We're coming. And
Yeah,
then, not just the track wise, but every vaquero is going to keep improving their performance, and a lot more championships are going to go up, and a lot more, improvements, and really a lot of success is really coming for the whole UTRGV, and not just UTRGV, but the whole valley in general.
awesome. Well, let me send it back to EJ to finish up.
All right, guys. So, we appreciate you coming on the podcast. We know you have a busy schedule. We know you have a meet coming up actually, this weekend. So we want to give a big shout out to you and the team and just say good luck. And we know you guys are going to do very well. And just like you said, keep moving and keep doing what you guys got to do. We know that it's not just track, right? You also have the student part of it, that student athlete. So, we just want to say awesome job with that. And kudos to you, homegrown talent, putting in the work and inspiring that next generation. So we know you're going to keep doing great, and we wish you nothing but the luck the remaining of the season.
Yeah, guys, thank you guys for having me. It was extremely fun. Best of luck to you guys as well. You guys are doing great things with this podcast. Keep growing, keep going, and keep pushing. So yeah, thank you guys for having me once again. I know you guys are busy as well. So
One more question. What are you studying there at UTRGV?
yes, yeah. So I'm on my senior year academically for my bachelor's degree. I did my associates in high school. So yeah, I'm on my last year of my bachelor's this semester, and then I'm going for my master's hopefully. I'm also studying real estate right now. I'm on my real estate course online. And then I also have my life insurance license as well that I recently just acquired. So trying to have
Awesome.
a source
Awesome.
resource.
That's
And
cool,
that's
man. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and pass it on to Elvis.
all right, guys. As always, stay heavy, stay hungry, and stay unfiltered.